boys and girl, what's good? Welcome back to another Final Fantasy XIV video, and another video in the series of me completing my main story quest line of Shadowbringers and my reactions and sharing it with you guys. In the last episode, we met up with Alisaie, one of the homies in the shows, and went to this desert place that fully resembles a place that I think we're all too familiar with, the Sand Peoples and the alligator guys. Alligator? I don't know. Kangaroo guys. And I think we just learned that there is a terrible side effects that comes with the flood, and there's a giant plague or like a disease thing, and I think Alisaie is going to tell us more about it. She told us a little bit about it at the end of the last video. Yeah, we're just gonna continue where we left off. Let's go. So I reviewed the footage as I was editing, and I realized that I recorded nearly half of the play session with this scene in OBS, and I deemed it's not that enjoyable to watch since I cover like nearly most of the game. But I left into two scenes. They're the big ones when you meet Alisaie and bring her back to the Crystarium. For those that have already played through Shadowbringers, I'm betting most of you have. You guys already know what scenes they are. So yeah, let's go ahead and enjoy them, and then right afterwards, we're going to go ahead and meet Alphinaud. Okay, so we're gonna make some food. For the patience. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Ooh, the zoom in on the nectarine.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
Wait, is this the first time I've heard her voice?
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
Nah, it's just a really thick English accent. Ah, I'll have another bowl then. Thank you.
That's what I like to hear. Give me a moment to warm up the pot.
Aw, that's cute. Tell you there's a deep sadness.
In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get.
Yeah, the deep sadness in her eyes as she talks, smiles to me.
I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs. I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death.
We have to get rid of this disease. There has to be a way we can reverse this shit, dude.
When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place.
Oh.
I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
What? Ardbert?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrandt could tell you a version of it.
Ardbert, the homie, the real one.
Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's
nice.
the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
That's a good person to me.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
Aw, this is really cute, actually. Are we gonna see a transformation?
They're coming.
What?
Tesleen!
you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
Oh, fuck, dude. You run off? No. We're gonna have to give him the peach. Give him the peach. Or the nectarine, I mean. Is nectarine still on the table? Ah, see, this is what's amazing. Look at this, this attention to detail. The nectarine is still on the table. Look at that. All right, let's look for Halric. All right, Halric, you better not have changed, because we need to give you the nectarine and give you a nice death. Instead of just...
Any sign of him?
I don't know why it scared me, it did.
No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far.
This song
We should keep
is...
looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
Will they just eat them? Oh, shit. What is that? It's the one I saw in the trailer. The dude that Ardbut,
Did you see the
destroyed.
size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones.
Okay, so we need to find our actual, like...
Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it!
So we'll finally be able to find like a mini boss or whatever. He was in the trailer, so we gotta beat his ass. Ooh, do you hear that tune? That's tune. Do you hear that tune like in the background? Oh my god, what the fuck, dude?
Oh no!
Just staring it straight in the eyes.
Halric!
Whoa! She can fight.
We have to run!
What?
Tesleen! No!
Dude, I just met her. And she got stabbed in the back? What the fuck, dude? Are you serious?
We all deserve happiness. Wherever we can find it.
Oh. What?
The time left to you is precious. No one should die in pain. Mother,
Oh my god, dude. Oh no, now she's gonna turn into... Holy shit. I got chills, dude. We get to see a transformation to a Sin Eater. This kid is like a serial killer. Oh, what? What? What the fuck, dude? This is terrible. This is awful, disgusting, and terrible. Also, this kid is weird. Really, really weird.
No, 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 no!
He just fucks off? What the hell?
Forgive me, Alisaie.
Oh my god, dude. So we got to see a real transformation of what happens. That was horrifying. that legitimately creeps me out. Of all the horror movies and horror animes that I've seen, it's been a while since something has actually like made my skin crawl with the voice actressing. And fuck, man, this dumb kid, why did he go out? I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but there's no music playing inside the camp right now. I want to address something really quickly. I am literally the biggest doofus ever. But fortunately, if I edited the video correctly, I left in like the really crucial scenes of me looking at person goes through when they change into a Sin Eater and that weird ass kid that doesn't say anything. But now I'm gonna continue the playthrough in the normal screen. Dude, I can't believe I actually made a rookie mistake. I've made YouTube videos and Twitch stream for a bit, but I just made the easiest mistake in the world. What am I even doing here? What? I'm in the wrong area. I'm teleporting back, I'm pretty sure. I'm definitely in the wrong area. Whoops. I thought we were supposed to go back to the Crystarium. I guess I'm supposed to meet her at the airship. Hope you guys still enjoyed it. You know, the cutscene I was reacting to, and you know, the exposition of the diseases and what happens to somebody who's been like, you know, cursed or touched by a Sin Eater, and that transformation. My God, it is horrible. So Alisaie, is there anything I can do for you? She's still warning, dude. Like, leave her alone. Yeah, okay, yeah. She is cranky as hell. I mean, I don't blame her. Lost a dear friend. When we're goggles, if we ever fly over to Omae again, I've barely gotten the sand out of my eyes. Wounded help clearly my head at least. Like, I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. We need to, we're gonna wipe out the Sin Eaters. Wow, she's very adamant about this plan. I dig it, I like it. I think it's a change of pace. Like, she's like, fuck it, dude, like, I lost like my dear friend that we've been carrying over these innocent people that have been getting destroyed by the calamity. It's enough's enough, you know? Let me in, please. Okay, so I think next we find Alphinaud, right? Or bring them together, and I think all three of us, the homies, go through. I'm predicting maybe a dungeon after we get Alphinaud. Then we can find some of the other shows like Ranger or Thancred. Oh, Thancred's somewhere else, but it's unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? So you raising the camels, bro. Here you go. We need to find Alphinaud. Let's go Chocobo. Mounts of the Great Fellow, they're far more commonly used. Oh, so they still use Chocobos. Oh, he's gonna ride with me. So we're setting out and seeing another, you know, land. Cool. Easy clap.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment.
This is the Ruby Sea.
Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air.
Yeah, this is like Kagune.
In the distance, beyond the broken earth,
the sky,
a city beckons.
Oh no, this is Limsa. Wait, Limsa? Am I right? Limsa. This is Limsa. Sorry. I don't know what this is. I'm just taking guesses. But you know, I did notice. I did read the comments, and I looked back on the maps. They are identical to Eorzea. Who you should be wary of is who. Why is that city? Okay. Interesting. Yes, I will conceal my presence here. Head south along the coast, you'll eventually come to the fisherman's shack. Right into the Crystarium, Abor. Easy. I like this area. This music is really good too. It has like a sense of exploration when you're here, you know, as you uncover like, you know, the sadness of this world, what's come to. Hey, Abor. No, we got this stuff, bro. Help us out. Pry knives. The fishing village is up there. Dude, you know, the more that I'm thinking about it, I think the more that I really need to spend, like more time I need to spend knowing the world of Final Fantasy more. I like to say I'm pretty like lore nerdy. Like I'm a super nerd when it comes to stuff like this, but I feel like I've just scratched the surface of like how much Final Fantasy lore or Final Fantasy 14 lore that I actually do know. All right, let's attune to this. Please let me attune. The nice chill vibe is back. The leaky kill. Like the food. Was it stir fry? I'll have mead, brother. I mean, ma'am. Oh, okay. Fair enough. So Alphinaud will probably come back. In the meantime, I'm gonna kill some bugs. I love this mount. Beautiful, beautiful mount. Maybe one day I'll get the other ones on the extremes, but I don't know. I think those are still fairly run often. I always see him in Duty Finder every now and again. The Blighton Crop. Bees, right? Level 70 bees. Or flies, I mean. Oh, 2 of them. Massive, actually. There you go. And going back to the thing, will we see Alphinaud? I wonder how he's gonna react. Wait, bar door. I almost went back. I was like, wait, sparkles. Nope, more. What the hell? Okay, what? Someone's home, judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been home for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Interesting. So, where's our keeper guy? Welcome back, dear. Wasn't that good? Nothing, dude. Guy's not there. The hopeful. Okay. I'll have a seat. We're into Alphinaud. Don't tell me this is him. The tightest pants ever.
And how's business today, Mistress Theva?
Yo, don't tell me.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Oh, shit.
'Tis good to see you, my friend.
Oh, look at his voice, or the sound of his voice. He's got a poncho
The
on.
barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
Dude, big fan of his outfit.
What, just like that? Oh, Alphinaud, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
Do you like the accent as well? Got time to catch up, bro.
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsuyu.
Yotsuyu.
It has been even
What a
longer
tragedy.
for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
That's so good to see you. Me? I thought I was worried about you, dude. I'm the Warrior of Light.
Huh. Alisaie said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
Aw. So nice.
I see. Both the Exarch and Alisaie told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry.
So legitimately,
must endeavor to
he
return as
doesn't
soon as we
know what happened, you know, like when we fought
It would be nice to bring her
the
good tidings
Asian
for a
possessed
change.
Gaius again at Grimlet Dark. So we just told him all that. God, it's been so long since we've seen him.
But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source.
Yep.
We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity.
And we got Alisaie on our side too. She really wants to change the
Oriange's
world.
vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true.
Of
By
me
his
dying
description,
too.
the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Asians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more.
Oh yeah, remember that ending cutscene about Black Rose being manufactured, dude?
Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion.
Ooh, he's been thinking hard.
I'm sure Oriange himself will cover the subject in more detail.
Legitimate 5-head.
But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course.
Yeah, we saw how terrible the transformation is.
They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered.
Me and you both, dude.
That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure? And so we take to the road once more.
We're united with our homie Alphinaud. Hitting the road again. Always good, like these reunions, like obviously I didn't have to go through a long wait, but it makes me imagine what it could have, you know, been like waiting however you guys like went through to the main story, you know, waited until this DLC dropped. It makes me feel like it's been forever and ever, because it has been, you know, before this DLC had come out. And like the cliffhangers you guys are on, oh good god, those cliffhangers would have killed me. More exposition. Surely he doesn't go straight back, right? We have to do something here. Wait, I do recognize this, dude. I feel like I recognize this stream. No, I don't. No, I don't. Never mind. I'm literally talking out my ass. I'm talking shit. Maybe I do. I recognize these lighthouses. I'm gonna say it again. It's Limsa. Supposed to be anyway. Oh, Sin Eaters are here too. I was like, holy shit, can I please, like, kill it? Okay, I wasn't fast enough. Whoops. Dead. Here you go, bro. Manic Madame. I have saved you. Sad music again. Did she get caught out? Don't tell me she got hurt. Okay. She got hit, dude. She would have been sick. Damn. Look at... I think this is like... Look how vulnerable these people are to these Sin Eaters. They're just constantly destroying them. And if we weren't there, she would have been dead. That Sin Eater would have gone along and ate some other people. It's just so unfair. It literally feels like our heroes, the Shones and me, just don't catch... Like, cannot catch a break. And obviously the people that experience the flood, terrible. So I guess we're gonna be tying up things here at a decent level, as of, you know, Alisaie left abruptly in that camp, you know. Look at these monsters. Is that like a dude on wheels? It is. What the fuck? Interesting. You know what? I'm really excited. I'm excited to do. I haven't seen this around, but I'm pretty sure it's still pretty poppin'. The monster trains, like the hunt trains. I really want to do one like that stretches all across the regions and Shadowbringers. I'm really excited for those hunts. All right.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gatetown, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Sad states as well here. Even though like this city rivals the Crystarium.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
This literally sounds like the shopkeeper guy from Resident Evil 4.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
It literally sounds like the guy from Resident Evil 4.
He's not here to compete. Leave him be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Very defensive.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
Okay, we got clowns. Who's coming out? Why did he get like a weird, gross smile?
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Yulmore extends its warmest regards.
Who are these clowns?
Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine.
That rhymed. Props.
We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu. Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We may not at all.
Fish, is it?
Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame.
Ooh, interesting.
It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon.
Of course, literally
A poor man could
America,
sooner pass
bro.
through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates.
Or capitalism at
The
its
only way the
finest.
common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
Did I said perverted paradise? Well said, dude. I hate them already. I mean, they're probably not part of it, but
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
maybe this is the city where we saw in the Shadowbringers trailer that Dankard was underneath. Going, because there was a bunch of rich, like fat, rich,
Oh, just look at those expectant faces.
just fat
What
and
could
rich
you
people
possibly be waiting for?
eating grapes and stuff.
Well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident. For you. Enjoy.
Like, it sucks because like they all facilitate
Meal is
this
a
or want to
foodstuff
do that.
which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems...
Ridiculous.
Let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Rubbish. It's just rubbish. It's humiliating, and everyone goes along with it too. Why does it feel like we know this person? The gaze, the looks that we just exchanged suggests that we know this person, or this person looks familiar. All right, I'll have a look around Gatetown, which is, you know, a town by the gates, as you guys can guess. Oh, it's the dude that sounds like the shopkeeper. Take a look what they're cooking. Large bubbles over the flame, pale chunks, meal you realize float in otherwise plain broth. Definitely, you know, wasn't Fable 2 or 3 a setting where there was like a slums that we came from the slums or whatever here, and there was a giant city, like, I mean, it's called Bowerstone. This is what it reminds me of right now. Like, it's the slums where we came from, and that's this giant city of Bowerstone to the left. This, what is it? The perverted mockery, perverted paradise that Alphinaud had said. It's all facilitated by the fact that these people want to be chosen to go inside, and they want to be part of the royalties and be, you know, carefree and whatnot. We all know that there's something bigger going on in this world. It has a Kingdom Hearts kind of vibe. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm a big fan of people, of like developers and people who make music, pull influences from other games and like within their scope, or I'm really a fan of that. Of course he disapproves, dude. That's a dumb question, me. Struggling to survive even with the chosen few choices. Has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long delayed the Yule Moore's gates. Unfortunately, they've arrived when you did your mistake. I had been working for a scheme to infiltrate himself into that area. There's a beast tribe who makes the home of the sea surrounding the island, the Onda. Is it the turtle people? Through such great pains impresses me. He's scheming, dude. He's straight scheming. We'll help with the exchange. Okay. Mosha Moa, a supplier in right. We'll head to right. Oh God. Who's this guy? A rat. I smells a rat. Hope that he doesn't, like, you know, tell the people about our master's secret plan. I'm like looking like in between the lines or whatever as I'm running. Little crystals falling. The little thingies falling are still, it's still happening here. I don't think it's leaves. It's kind of cool. A nice touch to where we are. First things first, attune. And back to the scene where I messed up, you know, the beginning of the video. So I think this will be a really good stopping point right before me and Alphinaud talk to Mosha Moa. You know, figure out and finesse our way through like the giant city for all the fat rich people can sit there and eat. And as they like to put it, is their perverted paradise. Alliteration there for you. We met up with Alphinaud at a bar, and we're exploring to what it seems to be the area of Limsa. And yeah, I'm excited to continue on this story next time. Thank you everybody for the constant love and support. If you guys did enjoy yourselves, you already know what to do. Be sure to subscribe to some more Final Fantasy XIV content, or content in general. I'll be here. We'll continue this playthrough next time, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Peace out.